Wait, we should talk about this. Have you guys seen this stuff? There is an AI program called dall-e. It allows you to generate an image based on a text string. So if you typed in, for example, Goomba Arby's, the AI will just create this. It's fucking crazy. This is just dall-e mini. This is like the mini version they put for public. The real version is crazy. You know, this is Gaddafi with Muppets, which is just a fucking, this is an amazing album cover, by the way. And album title. It's all fucking crazy. And this is the very beginning. Dude, I just think AI is gonna fundamentally alter so much of our world, our life, our jobs. It's really crazy. Because at the end of the day, all the stuff we say that is so special about human brains is really not that special. It's mostly the result of practice, and AI can practice 10 million times faster and better than all of us. This is Twin Peaks for the Sony PlayStation. And even down res, dude. I mean, it can make almost anything come to life. And again, people are saying this doesn't look perfect. That's ignoring two problems. Number one, it will always get better. Every single day, this stuff gets better. And then number two is, for 99% of use cases of art, you don't need perfect. If you can get it quick and free, why are you gonna pay an artist? So it's really scary on that front. You know, if I wanted to have this created, this would cost me hundreds of dollars to find someone to make this. But you can get a almost as good version in 2 seconds. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is really Kamani on Seinfeld. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad in Fallout 3. I don't know why there's so many like bad Middle Eastern leaders in X game. I don't know why that's a theme, but well, it still needs some work on creating anime characters. I'm not sure that people would love this guy. At least anime's safe for a little while longer. Dude, look at this. A propaganda poster depicting a cat dressed as French Emperor Napoleon holding a piece of cheese. All you have to do is write that. You just write that down and it gives you this, which is hilarious and amazing. That's crazy. That is crazy. They had this set up in the lobby of the office before COVID. I was messing around with it for like an hour and a half. I think I missed a meeting. But basically you just scribble shit like this and it would turn it into amazing art. And so like I was on this side and I was like, you know, I was just drawing stupid shit, but it looked like I was a fucking amazing artist. It's fucking crazy. You know, if you think about the upside, the positive stuff, AI assistance, you know, turning amazing human ideas into reality and reducing the friction of having to like grind at 10,000 hours to get to be able to do this. That's awesome. And then the downside is like when AI doesn't need humanity at all. When we're completely irrelevant for all jobs. That's the downside. But that middle period where it's like AI assistance is fucking awesome. A lot of upside, a lot of cool opportunities there. And you know what? What's funny is that AI taking all of our jobs wouldn't be a bad thing if we could equitably distribute resources to where everyone can just live lives of leisure. But instead, it's going to be a hellscape. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fucking awful with a few people who own all the fucking. That's the flaw.
This is an AI, and now
an expressive oil painting of a basketball player dunking, depicted as an explosion of a nebula. Yeah, dude, this is the death of art. And this is so beautiful. There is no way you'd think that AI made this. This is so beautiful. If you paid thousands of dollars for this as like an album cover or like a thumbnail or whatever, you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a meaningful difference between human work and this for what you'd want. That's not fucking dunking. True, actually, AI sucks. Wow, whack. He's not dunking at all. This is a fucking layup. Learn to fucking read, AI.
here you can see how much dall-e 2 has improved since dall-e 1. It is on a completely different level from its first iteration.
Yeah, I remember seeing dall-e 1. I remember seeing it thinking, yeah, it was kind of cool. But look how much better it is in such a short time. This is 1 year's difference for the same sentences. This sentence 1 year ago gets you this, now it gets you this. That's crazy. That level of progression is hard for our brains to comprehend. You extrapolate that out even 1 year, it's crazy. Extrapolate it out 15 years. You know what I'm saying? What is it doing in 15 years? That's why this stuff is like, I think the most coming tsunami that we don't understand or talk about it. I think AI is going to change our. I don't think anyone can even understand the amount of impact AI is going to have. Does NVIDIA do self-driving cars or Google Maps or something? I saw a car covered in NVIDIA logos driving around. Yeah, NVIDIA does self-driving cars. A lot of companies that are in the self-driving space do the same thing, where they drive a car around covered in sensors to create a digital map of an entire neighborhood. And then they use AI to make a simulation of that neighborhood and then have a digital car run through that neighborhood in a million different scenarios, billions of times. Because in real world, you can only run the car around the neighborhood like, 6 times an hour or whatever because of physical limitations. But in an AI where they recreate digitally, they can run through the neighborhood 6 trillion times or whatever. And so it gets way more practice.
Interesting capabilities have emerged.
That's fucking crazy. I have not seen this. Auto-generating themed pictures of paragraphs as you read, turning every book into an illustration, basically proving that Emma Watson is not how Hermione looked in my head. When I listened to Harry Potter as a kid, when I read Harry Potter, someone said Zoomers can finally read books. Bro, no, this is still way too boring for Zoomers, okay? Because if you're reading digitally, that means you're only one click away from fucking Fortnite, dude. There's no shot.
It can create not just images, but small videos.
What?
Videos? How? Well, look at this
I've
video.
never seen this. That's crazy.
Wow.
Streamers
Oh, yes.
are fucked. Listen, I'm sure there's reasons for streamers to worry in some grander scheme. I don't think this is a... How is this... What are you going to type in? A stop motion of guy molding at balloons? do that 100 times and then fucking flip a flip book? There's no replacement. There's no replacement for this. AI can't do that. AI VTubers is interesting. Basically, VTubers have become massive. So recently there was a VTuber in Japan, got 1 million subscribers on YouTube in like 24 hours. She became the first VTuber to do that. She went from a VTuber debut to 1 million subscribers in basically 24 hours. I might have been a little longer. So it was a VTuber record. And it's basically just her playing games. And they were saying like the key to her success was that she had a great character, great voice, good debut, solo debut, but still had like other VTubers interact with her. I don't know. The whole thing was like planned out methodically and did super well. And VTubers are growing massively, especially in Japan, but also over here. Right now, they're people, obviously. But chatbots are also growing rapidly. Chatbots where basically you can dump your problems on a chatbot and it'll say, oh, that's too bad. It'll basically text you back every time, unlike real life friends. As those two things grow in capability, you could see a world where chatbots get merged with a VTuber model, and all of a sudden you have a self-sustaining 24-hour streamer. A streamer that can stream all day, every day, react to chat, never gets tired. That's an interesting outcome. I think that's pretty far ways away just because of, to get it right, to not feel whack after a few hours. You have to really nail it. But if you're talking 15 years out, then you're starting to see really crazy stuff. Yeah, they never miss Marketing Monday. Oh my God, a chatbot fucking AI hooked up to a bunch of marketing articles wouldn't miss a Marketing Monday ever.
Here is how the AI imagines a robot learning a new...
That's crazy. Because that's such a simple sentence. Robot learning a new language is such a simple sentence. To turn into this is crazy. This is art. You can't call this anything but art. If a human made this, it'd be like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like that, there would be no indication to me that this is not AI created.
It can also create new inventions. And this is a toilet car. Some people are quite busy.
Holy shit. Write that down. Write that down. Are you telling me if you saw this, you wouldn't think, holy shit, that artist is so talented? You wouldn't think, oh my God, that is a beautiful mural. This really expresses what it means to be a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I saw this on a wall, I'd be like, this is gorgeous. The artist has really expressed something beautiful. And it's scary. It's scary and it's cool. It really depends. I don't think AI is fundamentally a bad thing. I just think what's scary to me is that the benefits of it won't be even close to equitably distributed. That's what makes me scared, because it allows people with all the capital to cut even more humans out of the process. That's what scares me. But if used right, it's really cool. I mean, it can mean so much. It can unlock so much. Damn, look at this fucking fancy ass Shiba Inu. Even if this art isn't up to the level of a top artist, it's better than every NFT I've ever seen. So already we can put every NFT artist out of a job. So this is Google's Imagine. This is dall-e. This is the same prompt. On the left is Imogen, right is dall-e. But they had different takes on the same prompt, Like this is wild. This looks real to me. I thought this was a real photo. So I sent this to my friend Brian, who loves corgis. and would surely be able to tell if this was fake. And he fucking loved it. He flipped for it. He's like, oh my God, so cute. He said, that is one cool pup. It passed the eye test. It passed the fucking eye test. So here's some top posts on the dall-e 2 subreddit. Photo of an oversized grizzly bear wearing sunglasses and a leather jacket being interviewed in the Joe Rogan podcast experience. Dude, this grizzly bear would fucking own that podcast. Kermit the Frog in Avatar The Last Airbender. Kermit the Frog in WALL-E. Kermit the Frog in Family Guy. Dark Knight. The Dark Toad. Anyway, I was fascinated by it. I'm glad we brought it up. I wanted you guys to think about it. Worth thinking about. Because this is like some of the early like weird consumer applications we're seeing of a massive AI shift that is both cool and scary. And also unstoppable. So let's try to figure out how we can use it to the society's benefit.
Check it.